of the most entertaining, most hilarious podcast on Friday nights. You got AP, Pac G, and GMS. 3G's family, lock in. Let's go.
3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 3G's, 3G's. This is the shit they've been asking for. 3G's, you have to know. Pour up a drink and pass the dro. Friday night's a classic show. Once a week we at your door. Guaranteed laughs for show. If you hatin', just watch the glow. Pay attention and watch the flow. AP the captain, he's steering the ship. A book in his hand, a gun on his hip. Packy say solid titanium bricks, vibranium shit. No phasing the kid. GMS on point, he ain't about to miss. Smoke in the air with knowledge and sense. Triple G's, where we at in this biz? Triple G's, yeah, we at it again. 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's. 3G's, 3G's, we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 3G's, 3G's.
Hey, I was turning up to that 3G shit, dog. I ain't gonna lie. That 3G shit is one of the hardest intros online, my boy. I ain't
Come
gonna lie
on,
to
man.
It really is. GMS did his
that shit
freaking
hard,
theme.
my
Man.
nigga.
I saw you dancing, Packy, and I was like, yeah.
Hey,
Like,
yeah, that shit go hard. That shit go hard, man.
That shit. Come on, man. You know, it's only the
What's
best
that?
for the squad.
Yeah. What's happening, Binky, GMS? My sister and my brother, how y'all doing, man? 3G's chat, family. What did we do? What it do, man? We back.
we good.
Hey,
Happy
what's going on,
Wednesday, y'all.
Y'all see what it is, man. 3G.
Yeah, y'all see what's going on, GMS?
Y'all know what time it is, man.
You know, we are once again without the head honcho of the crew. You know what I'm saying? Once again,
Head
having to
nose in
handle some
charge.
business.
The
head nose in charge.
Schnancho. The head
Shout out to
Schnancho.
AP. Everybody in the chat
Shout out
say
to the
shout
head
out to
Schnancho.
AP, man. We gonna see him back next week. Don't you get it twisted. Just got to make sure we handle business in the real life before we come over here, man.
Yes, and he probably will end up in the chat at some point during this show, y'all. So
he might, yeah. Once again, shout out to the heads. Shout out to the head Schnancho.
Head Schnauzer.
Head Schnancho. Yeah, man, we out here.
So, you know, we are here gathered to speak on things that happen out here in the culture and different things that happen that pique our interest. And one thing we do have to talk about today, man, is the obvious. You saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, you see what's been going on in the 5150 world. A lot of things that have been called by not just me, not just you guys in the chat, not just us over here at 3G's. My nigga AP was just, I mean, I'm talking about a spot on prediction. You would have thought this nigga had on a head dressing, a robe, and had a globe sitting in front of him. This motherfucker laid it out perfectly. Here we are today, and it is exactly what we said it was going to be. Just some random guys, too. Not nobody that's involved with the situation. We don't have no friends over there. We ain't got no acquaintances. Ain't nobody texting us or calling us, giving us information. It's just so predictable that it was just inevitable for it to happen. And what we're talking about, of course, is the fallout between Corey Holcomb and YouKnowMaaacus, the down south Arkansas bucket of sweat under each arm. Look, man, you know, it's crazy because we all seen it coming, of course. It was just a matter of time. The man falls out with everybody on the show, but somehow it's everybody else's fault. I mean, somehow it's somebody else's fault. I don't understand, but here we are today with it. You guys, give me some of your takes on this, man, before we fully indulge in this, because I know I got a lot of shit to say.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll go first. I'll say this. I definitely have been a fan of the 5150 show probably since around 2013 or 12, something like that. So I was well versed in the show. You know, before 3G's popped and GMS show popped, I was just a fan of the show like you guys. And there's a pattern, you know, when it comes to Corey. Corey is funny as hell. Nobody disputes that at all. You know, we enjoy his comedy and when he talks about women and all that. But at the same time, he's a salty motherfucker most of the time. And you know, if you don't just do what he say or go with him, you a bitch ass nigga, you everything else, you know, or he's just a real negative person, honestly.
Right.
So this was definitely a matter of time. And it's funny to me that like Kraig is getting mad with people and saying like, oh, they keep saying I'm next. Like, all right, next. I mean, Marcus used to say the same shit. So it's so precise.
Right. A lot of people did. They were saying that. Like, man, what you talking about, man? Me and Corey, man, that's my guy, man. Y'all be trying to start stuff. Y'all be trying to do this. Next thing you know, things got twisted. And you know, one thing I paid attention to, because it's been hard to actually watch that show. It's been hard to watch the 5150 show, but I'll watch it just to get the information so we could talk about it as a crew, because this is what I started my shit doing. You know what I'm saying? I started my channel doing that. So I want to make sure, you know, I feed the streets properly. You know, people, you know, have a lot of opinions on this, but at the same time, you know, there's things that stand out to me. And one thing Corey says that he, you know, believes when people get around him is that they have hidden agendas. But then when he speaks on the problems that he has with these people, he always talks about the things that he didn't like or things that he was embarrassed by or things that he thought wasn't shit or anything like that when they were actually friends. And it's the pattern of things. He talks about the things when he was friends with these people that he didn't like. He'll bring it up and say they ain't shit or they this and they he's not funny. He's not this. Oh, you living with your mama. Oh, I was trying to smash your mama. But none of these people are talking about certain things that they were like, oh, you did this, you did that. When it's never been that. It's always been, well, you always have these issues with people. You always fall out with people. What is that? Why do you do that? And if you have these hidden feelings about somebody, if you didn't think Marcus was shit when he was around you, if you didn't think he was funny, why would you give him the platform? Why would you? You the type to say
why would you stand next to him that long?
Why would you? Yeah, why would you be around?
People only do that kind of shit. People only do that kind of shit. GMS. Listen, when they got a lane, they gonna try to put other people on under them, but also undermine that person at the same time. But with them putting that person on, that's making other people look at him like, oh, well, he a good dude. He looking out. You feel what I'm saying? But they not really seeing the real side of the motherfucker who really putting a motherfucker on. You feel what I'm saying? Because that be the snake in the disguise a lot of times, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Because they could put somebody on and still be hating on that person at the same fucking time. Like, you ain't supposed to be hating on this nigga. If you helping him come up, why are you hating on him? You feel what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Real. If it's real, like you're supposed to be helping them come
genuine, it's not genuine. Exactly. You know, that's why I say people be using other people for clout, my nigga.
And while we're talking about people taking sides, people got to remember we don't know these niggas. We just have opinions about this. So it's not about taking sides. It's about seeing what's going on and realizing that there's a pattern of things. If there was any other situation where somebody had a pattern of falling out with people, multiple people, every time they come around him, they end up falling out with a motherfucker, and then that person ends up airing them out or talking crazy about him. That's another thing that these situations have in common. None of these people, when they fall out with Corey, are on here. They don't go on there and talk crazy about Corey. They still give him props. They still say whatever the case may be, but they just don't fuck with him. And Corey doesn't like to hear when people don't fuck with him.
No, he don't like that at all.
No,
he doesn't,
and he
like
can't take even constructive criticism.
No,
like no criticism at all. Either you kissing his ass and you on your knees for that nigga, or you ain't shit and your mama ain't shit.
Oh, you ain't shit. Yeah.
Or he tried to fuck your mama. You know.
Well, here's and then you know, I get it. Yeah, I get the fandom. I get the fandom where people feel like, oh man, Corey can't do no wrong. They hear these things and think that people hate or think that people just want to see, you know, Corey go down. But you have to understand, man, a pattern of anything will raise your eyebrows. It's like there's a pattern when you see certain people out here do things to people or how they move with people. You have to either remove yourself from that situation. Because here's another thing. It's also these people's fault for getting around him if they feel like, or if they see what's happening around him. So it's not just Corey, it's the people that want to actually use his platform and think, well, nothing's gonna happen. I seen how he acts with his closest people that was around him. I seen why these people get away from him, but now all of a sudden I think it's gonna be cool with me. That's just like when the woman gets with a man who cheated on his wife with her and then thinking that he ain't gonna cheat on her. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I'm good.
That's nonsense.
No.
That's that delusion.
Because it's gonna be something that don't make him happy with you. You feel what I'm saying? Just like it did with his wife. Come on, baby. Like, you got to read between the lines nowadays. Like, shit is real out here. Like, motherfuckers got hidden agendas. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody got to keep their eyes open and stay focused on this motherfucker, man. It's 2024, man.
I want to respond to the real
E.
Leezy real quick, Pac G.
What do you think?
Because you was just saying some real shit though. So the real Eleazy, you seem like a 5150, you know, a chat room goon. So thank you for coming over. You know, I'm not gonna disrespect you yet. But I want to say this. You're saying here we live in a world where it's easy to hate on niggas when you're not being validated by that person. I don't think that Marcus was hating on Corey. I mean, that's what we're talking about tonight. Is Marcus and Corey going back and forth. Then, of course, Blaq Ron involved himself, you know, and called into Marcus' show. And then also Kraig gave his 2 cents on everything. But Marcus was roasting Corey. He was making jokes. He was not being ungrateful or being
He's not gonna be ungrateful
or, you know, mad because he wasn't being validated. Like, I don't see that point. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Listen, Binky, I ain't never seen Marcus be ungrateful towards Corey. Like, he ain't the type of nigga either to bite the hand that feed him either. So you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's not his lane. You feel what I'm saying?
Very
like,
humble.
he might crack some joke. He'll crack some jokes on him and shit. Like, you're supposed to be able to do that with somebody that you consider your acquaintance. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if that's your guy, me and my niggas crack jokes on each other all the time.
I want to respond to Slam Newton too. He says, so what Blaq Ron did wasn't no punk stuff. Well, I'll take a page out of Kraig's book. Kraig said he wasn't going to watch people jump his homie without him coming in and saying something. Well, I don't think anybody, first of all, let's get one thing extremely clear, because it seems like people got shit confused about Blaq Ron's insertion in this whole thing. Blaq Ron is a regular caller, and he goes up there on his podcast, on mainstream podcast with Marcus, to talk about things. He is a regular. He didn't just pop up or Marcus didn't call him and say, hey man, you want to come on here and talk about Corey? He's a regular caller, and he called in. Matter of fact, he called in after, I think it was like 3 or 4 people called in already. It wasn't no planned, let's get Blaq Ron on here. Blaq Ron called in to give his 2 cents on the situation, because for one, he's been around Corey. He knows who Corey is, and he's also had his own tit for tat with Corey at some point, and he probably didn't like how Corey was going at his friend, somebody who he's probably more of a friend to and more loyal to than Corey. And I know it's hard for people to understand that because of who Corey is, and people think that people just have to bow down to him. And that's, you know, another thing. He likes to put himself on this pedestal, which is deserved as him being a legendary comedian. But away from his career, putting yourself on that pedestal will have people want to bring you back down the size, so to speak, in real life. As far as when you deal with people, has nothing to do with his comedy. It doesn't have anything to do with him being a legend. Has everything to do with how he treats people who are around him. And if he felt like he could speak up for his friend, that's what he could do. Same thing that Kraig did for
Check
Corey.
this out. 1,000 partners, GMS. Check this out. A lot of people, you know, they get starstruck by people with that kind of notoriety, like Corey, far as comedian, comedy, and all that shit go. You feel what I'm saying? Like, people know him for certain shit. Like, a lot of people know him for certain shit. You feel what I'm saying? So certain people get starstruck behind that shit. But what people got to realize is that these people that y'all approaching, that have this notoriety, guess what? They ain't nothing but regular motherfuckers just like you and me. You would start within your own right. So why are you getting excited about seeing another human being? They just a person that do music or fucking act or do comedy. Like, they're a human being just like you are. So you should treat them as such.
And I'm not saying Slam Newton that he didn't call in to talk junk. He found, I'm gonna say honestly, that was his opportunity to say what he wanted to say about Corey in that moment. So he took the chance to do that. I'm not saying that Blaq Ron was right or wrong for calling in. I'm just saying he had an opinion on the situation, and everybody and that's the fucked up thing about this shit. because the people that are defending what's going on, and you have every right to defend Corey, you have every right to feel like Corey was right, but y'all watch that man talk about everybody and their situations every week who he's not tied to, because he feels like he's entitled to have an opinion to talk about different people and their situations every fucking week.
Every week.
The fact that Blaq Ron had to call in and say whatever he wanted to say, and people like, oh, he didn't have the right, or Blaq Ron, he's fucked up for doing. Nigga, y'all, we watch the same nigga every week do the same thing about everybody.
Is that why him and Blaq Ron fell out? Because didn't Ron, like Calmstorm 132 said that wasn't the first time that Blaq Ron called Corey out on his hypocrisy. He done it to Corey's face on the show.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really the same between them after that happened, right?
Exactly. That's where the fallout happened. And because Blaq Ron is cool with Ryan as well. And it's just, things fall in line. When you see when somebody feels a certain type of way, we cannot dictate somebody else's opinion on a situation. You can't do that. You can't be like, well, Blaq Ron can't say this, or he can't say that, or he shouldn't say that. He felt a certain type of way. He spoke on it.
And he spoke. And he spoke in your face before too. So I respect someone that can have an opinion and not necessarily agree and and just be quiet about stuff. And that brings me to something else I want to get y'all opinion on. Like the way that Dee and Marcus were so quiet when Corey was going in, or was it Kraig and Dee were so quiet when Corey was going in on Marcus. That made me uncomfortable, because I'm like, I don't think that y'all have to jump out the window, but Marcus was on that show with y'all for a long time. Like, I would have a hard time sitting here if one of y'all was talking shit about the other one that's not here and going on and on for 30 fucking minutes.
We all like, gang, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah,
man,
like I could get if you said some quick little shit and it was like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, but 30, 40 minutes,
everybody
I'm not gonna sit there
hang up on one person either, though, Binky. You feel me? Like, that's some whole shit all in it within itself. You feel me? Like, everybody ganging up on one motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
I just
find
that
whole
weird.
Shit to me. In my eyes, that's whole shit.
And you know what? That reminded me too. I don't know if y'all remember this, but like when the whole Zoe and Corey thing jumped off, low key that jumped off because Zoe was getting tired of how Corey was talking to Dee on that show. And he kind of was standing up for her ass.
He was standing up for Dee, but Dee was still Dee riding motherfucking Corey and kind of like shunned Zoe off too, though. So
that's because she knew if she would have spoke up, she knew if she would have spoke up at that time, Corey would have went at her something vicious. And I don't think Dee knows what she would do outside of 5150 if she didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying her like as far as her not, making no money or no shit like that. I'm just talking about her being out in the public eye, because that's the only place that she is at when it comes to being in the public eye.
1,000 pardons. Shout out to De La Ghetto Blaze, though, because he said Dee and Kraig know things we don't know. Just saying, but that is true. They do know things we don't know. You feel? But like we also said, we just giving our speculation on the whole accord. You feel what I'm saying? Like we not, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's observation.
Like it's just
the problem with that statement, though. The problem with that statement is that Corey is also known for being the one to put out everybody's personal business. So don't be mad at the people that speak on personal business you let out there to the public that doesn't need to be out there, and think that people can't speak on it or talk about it because it should be the end all be all on your show. That's not how it works when you have a public platform and you're part of a news cycle and media in some type of way. If you give out personal information about people, people are going to run with it. So, and he knows that and that's another thing with Corey, he knows he has the upper hand on a lot of these people. And that's something I've said in the past. He, just like he does with his women, how he looks out for the type of women he looks for, the ones that are in distress, the one that need his help. So for the people that be saying, man, Corey be doing a lot for people, he be bringing people in he knows he has the upper hand over. He knows that when shit goes bad, they can't use nothing against me. I can use everything against them.
But he also gonna keep a motherfucker around that he can control.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. And listen,
manipulating use.
Let me welcome you back. Sorry. Hey, Lamel Prince. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Your first time here. Make sure y'all are hitting like on the video, please. We appreciate y'all coming through and subscribe. You know, if you want to subscribe to the show, you know, support the 3G.
Lamel Prince, peace, King. Peace, King. Much love, my boy.
So I'm wondering, you guys, since we're talking about like our point of views and things like that and what we notice and observation, should we start with the prediction that AP made before all of this hit the fan, or should we do that later? What do you guys think?
I think so. You want me to pull that up right now?
Yeah, like
if we're already on the topic, let's get on it then. I mean, shit, why not? Why hold it back? Like, shit, I mean, let's go gung ho all the way into the situation. You feel me? Like, let's dig deep.
That makes complete and total sense. Let me get to it.
Right,
we're gonna go back in time.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. Gonna answer for you, GMS. So just to cue this up for the audience, those of you that are new here, there's actually a real third G of the 3Gs, which is AP. And he's just not available tonight to actually be on the show. However, over a year ago, he made a prediction about well, not a prediction. He had a theory about how Marcus got on the 5150 show, and kind of a prediction about what would happen, like once the show is over, their relationship is over, what may happen. And based on the events of like the last week and a half, 2 weeks, it looks like AP was right about that. So we're gonna pull that up.
Reacting to our own show.
This is what
I'm talking about.
He damn near a light-skinned genie in the daddy granddad barbecue style.
I have a theory on how the fuck Marcus and Corey even got cool.
Damn, I had dreads on that motherfucker. That's a long time.
Now, allow me the time to explain, and then I want to hear what y'all think. Okay. Now I'm gonna say with all due respect to make sure that, you know what I mean, if I offend somebody, it ain't intentional. But with all due respect, I believe that Corey saw Marcus' mama and wanted to shoot his shot in a serious way. She's an attractive lady, around his age, and he got at the mama. Might even have dated her a little bit. But because real shit. So, but because she wasn't feeling that he was married or his lifestyle, because Corey very honest with women. So she probably like, you know what, you cool and all, brother, but I don't want to get tied up with a nigga that move like you, but it's all love. So they had like because I've done that before, where you hook up with a chick, get cool with her, but y'all decide not to fuck with each other for whatever reason. Your honesty is too much for her. Yeah. And she like, nah, nigga, you do too much, you know. And you like, it's all good, you know. I respect that. I respect that you don't want to fuck with a sleaze bag like me. So they was cool. And then when she found out her son is a comedian, he just on the strength said, let me just look, because I respect this lady that I met. I respect this lady that I got cool with. Let me embrace her son a little bit. Start hanging with the nigga a little more at the shows and chopping it up with him. Also chopping it up with mama because she be around. Yeah. And he got cool with the son. And when the opportunity come, he like, come on the show, little bro. And if y'all notice, he been giving this nigga this I'm your stepdaddy energy since the fucking beginning. Yeah. And then you expose the fact that you bought this nigga a car.
What? Car?
You bought this nigga
I don't know if Pac know
that. What? I remember
you know about that, Pac?
I remember we talked about this show.
Which he brought into full explanation last night. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, right. He brought that up.
Saying he did anything physical with dude mama.
He brought it up. He brought it up. He said the make, the model of the car. He said,
right.
He said who he got it from, how he got it. How he
my nigga AP is a light-skinned genie.
And listen, and Packy, he was calling Marcus his stepson last night. So please, AP was on with this.
It was crazy. Wow. It's crazy.
Folks ain't no joke. Folks
didn't buy you a car for you.
I give it to him.
Oh shit.
That car was to get in good
with that woman that he admires, that he thinks is attractive, that he respects.
Damn, he purchased a car for him.
And we know he a trick. He say he a trick, but instead of giving her the money, he said, "Let me look out for little dude. I like him. I really like his mama a lot. She good people, and I done took this little boy under his wing. I'm gonna tell you, I done brought motherfucking Little Caesars for plenty bitches kids over the years.
Plenty bitches kids.
Now it ain't a car."
What kind of pizza?
But it's the Little Caesars, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Same shit. Same energy, though. Like, you know what?
Plenty time.
No, I'm just saying it's the same energy of like, do I really fuck with this lady? And she got a child here, and the child need a little something. You know what? Here. You know what I'm saying? No problem. And when you got enough money, and Corey, I'm assuming, has a good income, like, here, man, fuck it. Here's an old 96 Lassade with the, you know what I'm saying? got that nigga a bubble
Cherokee for you and the kids, baby.
with a CD with a face off in that motherfucker. So I'm just saying, I'm sure it did have nothing to do with their friendship. So then now he on the show. Now the young man's on the show. With all due, you know, like I said, I really like Marcus, man, but he wasn't bringing the funny for years. He was on the show for a couple years, barely talking, barely showing his motherfucking funny. Yeah. Once he finally opened up, he's very funny. I like the dude, and I like his show. Yeah, but you was on this show for years and didn't really bring nothing to the table. That couldn't have been about y'all friendship, especially after all that time. Now all of a sudden you just cool. So it wasn't friendship, nigga. I'm trying to fuck your mama.
On my life.
Now this is
fact, though. He was on point. Folks was on point.
But y'all tell me what y'all think about
that nose was on point like an elbow, nigga. You hear me? That nose was on point like a motherfucking elbow. When he was talking that shit, that nigga was on point like an elbow, my nigga. I swear to God, bro.
I mean, called it to a
that's correct. To a T. To a fucking T.
Because that's
that was like last August.
Hey, GMS, when I build houses and put windows in and do roofs and all that shit, a motherfucker be like, man, that shit is tits, bro. The white boys be like, that shit is tits, bro. It's tits. Yeah. Hey, he was tits with that shit. You hear me? Tits. Motherfuckers love tits. You feel me? That shit was tits, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
It really was. He was
on some real shit. That shit
Billy
was tits.
Ghetto Blaze said, Corey said, Marcus 36, living with his mama. I don't care who did what. Marcus already lost. Corey be messed up, but Marcus too used to riding other people's coattails. Well, that's the thing too. Like, I mean, when it comes to that, what I want to tell people too who talk about, oh, I wouldn't know Marcus if it wasn't 5150. Isn't that the point of OG bringing up younger comedians? Like Corey champions the fact that he, you know, helped out certain people, or, you know, he was around for the 85 South Boys and shit like that. It's just they became very successful. So he can't shit on people that became very successful. But if you're around him this long, like Marcus has, and you aren't to a certain place that either is a place where Corey could respect you as a comedian, trust and believe he's gonna shit on you at some point if y'all fall out, and he's gonna let it be known that he doesn't think you funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
and that's just what it is.
You're either gay or you're not funny.
I'm surprised nobody was called gay last night, man. They escaped a bullet.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, you know, that's his go-to, GMS.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Welcome. Matthew is silly as fuck, by the way. Thank you. First time here, you better subscribe.
Matthew, shout out, silly as fuck. My boy. Fuck with us, man. We've been here.
Hey. Highlight Michael Terry's comment real quick. He said, wow, y'all sound like women. Unsub. That was the most bitch shit I ever read in my life. While you talking about people sounding like women. Unsub.
Oh, look, Matthew made up for it. Bitch ass nigga. Bye.
New sub. Matthew,
lost
shout out
one game one. Get your ass out here.
Hey, man. It be a whole lot of real G shit going on over here. That's why we call 3G's podcast, my nigga. If y'all didn't know, and you a new person to the channel, Pac G gonna let y'all know. I'm probably one of the biggest gangsters in the world y'all gonna meet.
Really
ever.
thought he hurt our feelings
hear
with
me?
that whole ass shit.
That shit.
I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Listen, I'm probably one of the biggest gangsters y'all gonna ever meet in this world. That's why this podcast is called 3G's motherfucking podcast. You hear me?
Come on, man.
It started with me, my best friend AP, and my best friend Michi, which is one of my, I consider my cousin. We not blood, but we've been cousins since kids. Goddamn it. That's how it is in Milwaukee. So, but guess what though? 3G's is the motherfucking, this is staple, man. And GMS is a G, and motherfucking our sister Binky is a G. So guess what? We've been holding this down for a couple years, man. To all the new subs, we appreciate y'all. We showing love. Come back and fuck with us because we're gonna be here to drop some motherfucking jewels on y'all.
Terry be packing up his PlayStation and going home. He said, "No, I ain't playing with y'all niggas no more. I'm tired of losing."
He gave me this
Yeah, you niggas cheating. Cheating? How? We all playing the same shit.
Hey,
the fuck?
Let's. Oh, hold on. There was one I saw.
There was one you wanted me to pull up.
I'm gonna just read it. You ain't gotta pull it up.
Oh, okay.
He said, Corey only respects comedians that can put him on to opportunities. Now, this is what I'm saying. This is what that goes to my point about being an OG and bringing somebody up. It's cool to say you wouldn't know Marcus if he wasn't on 5150, but that's what you do as somebody that's coming up in your craft. You find a lane to get yourself in position so that people can hear you or see the things that you can do. That's the point. What do y'all expect people to do? Like I don't get that. Like when people bring that shit up, you got to understand Marcus put himself in a position, whether y'all want to say it's thanks to Corey. Of course it's thanks to Corey and his platform. Corey has birthed sub platforms because of 5150. There is conversation that surrounds Corey Holcomb every single week. He knows what he's doing when he does this shit. So I want people to don't get it confused. We're doing this for a reason. But the thing about it is Marcus is somebody who I've never seen give off malicious intent. He never was. I've never seen nobody go, or I've never seen Marcus go around and try to play Corey to be a fool or anything like that in front of us. But the type of shit that Corey said he fell out with Marcus for, to me, he had every right to pull back from Marcus if that was the case. And this is me being objective in the situation because he said Marcus kept bringing things to him about what other people were saying. Now, to throw Marcus some bill in that situation, if I'm Marcus and I'm hearing things from people who are part of that inner circle or people who we're around every week outside of the comedy club or whatever the case may be, and I come to you to ask you about it, you being defensive about it kind of will put me on edge. Like, is this nigga really saying this type of shit, or is he just trying to, be like, man, why you? Or is people just lying to me for no reason? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would people? And then to Marcus, if Marcus ever sees this, or if he's watching, I don't know if he's live right now, but you always got to be careful about whose story you choose to latch on to when people come to you about shit, because certain people actually want to see you fumble your position. Because I do agree when Corey talks about people that continuously hit him up to come to 5150, you got to know that's a big platform. So of course people are hitting him up to get on there, and of course a lot of people want to go on there and give themselves exposure. Marcus could be running into people that want to get on the 5150 show, and the only way they could do it is to see this nigga get the fuck up out of here, because he already got Kraig, he already got Darlene. You don't need nobody else at the table. The table not big enough.
Yeah, GMS. Hey, that's what I want to throw out there too, is that people with that kind of energy, like Marcus got his own energy, his own star power, just like I said, a whole lot of people got. Like, you don't have to get excited to see celebrities. You got your own star power. You just got to create that buzz for yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it start off with believing in your motherfucking self. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck what anybody else think. Fuck what anybody else say. If you feel like you the shit, boast that, brag that, stunt that. I don't give a fuck. Keep doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Don't stop. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you will start within your own right. Just because this motherfucker got notoriety and motherfucker that been out here and did this and that, you can't let them treat you a certain way just because they have that status. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can't sit around. Come on, man. Motherfuckers got to be greater than that and know their worth, my nigga. That's
what did Cold Shoulder say?
Cold Shoulder 73 said, "You don't do shit for people and then tell everyone, bitches do that. That show ain't shit." I'd like to know who's begging to come on.
I mean, look, you gotta understand.
Yeah.
I think the reason why a lot of people don't come on is because it ain't the top of the food chain begging to come on a 5150 show. It's the bottom of the barrel. And those are the people that are usually around, hanging around outside the comedy club. I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying the people that need exposure or want it bad and know that 5150 show is a big platform. Oh, you better believe a lot of them niggas is going to, especially when Corey is out there with them and they could talk to him and get in front of them in person. They want to be able to get on that show. So regardless if you like the show or if you support the show, whatever the case may be, it's still a big platform.
It's
and
a
it gives
huge
people
platform.
eyes. And it brings
It's a huge,
and it sells tickets.
Underground
It
platform.
sells tickets. That's what people don't understand as well. It sells tickets. 5150 fan base goes to these shows of the people that pop up on 5150.
Exactly.
It brings in revenue.
That's a fact.
It does.
Hey, let me send a shout out to all the people in the chat from Milwaukee because our new I seen a couple. You know what I mean? Like my boy said he was on 48. He grew up on 48th and Center, man. Hey man, I fuck around all through there. North side. I'm a north side baby, you feel me? So shout out to all my people from Milwaukee. And shout out to everybody from everywhere that fuck with us and been with us. You feel me? Like it ain't nothing but love, man. You know what I mean? You come to my city, you're gonna get love, unless you want some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? But
yeah, because y'all kind of rough out there, Pac. You ain't gonna lie.
On my life, it's rough as a bitch out here.
Look at Savon been here for a while, but yeah.
Savon, shout out my boy Savon, man. Hey, he know what it is. The north, especially the north side. The north side is the shit. But if you don't know the right people, your ass gonna get fucked up.
Matter of fact, let's do this right now. Let's do this right now. If you are in the chat right now, I see we got a few hundred people watching. Shout out your city right now. Where you from? We want to see what city y'all tuning in from, man. If you rep your city, if you love your city, put it in the chat right now. Let's see where this 3G's family is at. LH Grove said GMS. The reason this whole situation seems weird because Marcus was known as the ninja that barely talked. Now you the loudest throwing shots at a person that gave you the voice. Listen, man, this is what people forget. When and it shows me a lot, and I'm not saying you personally, LH Grooves, because you GMS fam as well, man. I'm just saying in general, a lot of people, it makes me feel like, especially reading the comments and some of the videos that I posted, seems like a lot of people will allow themselves to get disrespected just because somebody did something for them. I don't think that's how life should go from both sides. Think about it. If I'm Corey Holcomb and I'm giving somebody opportunities, or I'm buying somebody a car, I'm doing something because it's out the kindness of my heart, not so that I could throw it in their face later on, because that's not genuine. Also, you got to understand, Marcus finding his voice is the point. He's a comedian. He's in comedy. He's not just supposed to sit there and be quiet. He's supposed to be talking. He's supposed to be telling jokes. And from what I've seen so far, he's kept it to jokes. Now, he went on his podcast and he gave a little bit more of an explanation, but he still kept it to jokes. Even after last night, he kept it to jokes.
Can you tell them,
GMS,
like the background? Because some people don't even know what happened between Marcus and Corey. Like, can you kind of tell the people what happened?
They have kept that really tight. Like
the public part.
Yeah, in the public perception, we just saw Marcus veer off. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, with Corey breaking his wrist, like this recent thing.
So with him breaking his wrist, I didn't even watch that show. I just know that he fell off a scooter or some shit. He fell off a scooter. It was a bad accident. Apparently, it could have went even more left. Apparently, he could have died or something like that. Thank God he didn't, because we don't wish death on Corey Holcomb. Y'all niggas can say what y'all want. Y'all can say we a hate channel or we hating on Corey or we want whatever.
Listen, man,
nobody want to see Corey Holcomb die.
Corey is a great comedian.
Yeah,
he got his own opinions. I would never, shun the man or talk shit about him. And he one of the guys.
I'm gonna talk shit about him. But I ain't gonna shun him.
One of the guys, man. You feel me?
And that's
I ain't gonna shun him ever. But
it doesn't matter.
He got his own opinions, and I don't agree with everything he do. I'm sorry, GMS, but
no, you good. You good. I'm just saying I don't agree with everything, and I'm not sitting up here acting like I'm the a person that is just the biggest Corey Holcomb fan in the world. I've started doing this shit because, of course, I had a difference of opinion on certain things that happened, but we do also support motherfuckers around here because we created platforms based off of talking about this shit that keeps this shit in the algorithms and keeps people talking about 5150. It doesn't matter if it's two people that say, hey, I only watch 5150 because I watch GMS reviews. That's the whole point, man. We want to continue to try to, even if we disagree with something that's going on, we still want to see these platforms thrive. We still want to see these entertainers and these comedians thrive. We're not here to be like, man, stop watching Corey, stop watching 5150, stop going to his shows. No, keep doing it. Keep donating to the Cash App, keep supporting, keep going to the shows, keep doing all that shit. We're just gonna have opinion on what's going on because that's just what the fuck this internet shit is for. And when it comes to this situation, I feel like they already had some shit going on behind the scenes where they weren't that cool anymore. Obviously, there was a life-threatening situation, but it didn't happen. He didn't die. So whatever don't kill you make you stronger, nigga. You got 2 broke wrists. You didn't fuck your face up. You ain't got no road rash on your back. Whatever the case, you know what I'm saying? You're good. You're doing the show. Your movement is great. Still good. You got 2 broke wrists. So the fact that it is being brought up, oh, I could have died and this nigga didn't check on me. Hey man, like what the fuck do you expect? And then on top of that, you are a dark humor comedian. Mm-hmm. You do dark humor. You say the craziest shit that you can think of every week. So the fact that somebody came on the internet just to roast you about 2 broken wrists and didn't even say nothing crazy, didn't even say nothing disrespectful, he just was making jokes. The fact that you could be that sensitive about it should have let a lot of people know a lot about you. But instead, it brought people out to be like, man, no, he's right, man. Corey, you should have called Corey and checked up on him. Now, let me say this. If Marcus knew he got hurt previous to his show, previous to him telling people on his own show that he got hurt and he didn't call and check up on him, yes, he's wrong for that. Because if that nigga looked out for you and he did all this type of shit, in your mind, and the person that got helped out, not Corey, but the person that got helped out, the first thing you should have did was call him and try to check on him because of the things that he's did for you. But if he didn't know, if he didn't know and found out while everybody else found out via 5150 show, while you're on there joking about it and got your hands up, why would you find it malicious for him to joke on it? That's all I'm saying.
I don't understand. And like, if Corey literally said they not even good like that, so would someone you not even good like that be calling you? I mean, you look like you don't accept his calls anyway. You say you call and you don't answer. Exactly. So it's like, all right, we ain't on that. So I'm gonna make jokes because that's the thing that set him off is that Marcus made like a roast video joking about his wrist being broken. And from that video, Corey just went like hella personal about everything. And then Marcus did his mainstream podcast last week, right? And he had Blaq Ron call in. I don't know if he had him call in or if he just called in like GMS said he regularly does. And he gave his opinion on some things. So
yeah, most
it's just gotten way out of hand, but it started as jokes. What do y'all think Corey would have done if Marcus had broke both of his wrists and was on camera with Cass?
He would have said some shit like,
he would have checked
he was
on
gonna be on his ass. Listen,
he would have said some shit like, now Marcus can't hold them buckets under his arms to catch the sweat no more. You thinking that he would have got on his ass, and everybody was talking about Corey being, everybody that's on here talking about that he should have checked up, he should have did that, would have been the main ones laughing and joking on Marcus as well. So I don't want to hear nobody talk about the moral shit. Ain't no moral like y'all all of a sudden found morals when it came to this nigga Corey saying that he felt some type of way about this nigga joking on him. If we talking about comedians, why wouldn't he joke on him? Why wouldn't he do it? Because it's expected in this, at least in this realm. If nothing is off limits, if people love the fact that Corey tells it like it is, why the fuck are y'all trying to coddle this nigga? That's what I don't. What is going on?
Yeah, exactly. What is going on? Hey, Matthew, the new subscriber to the channel. I'm on the consoles. You want to know what I'm on? I'm on PS5, my boy. PS5 only.
Count on Pac G to do something random. No, you good. I'm about to
on some random shit. Listen, hey, Packzilla 414B, Packzilla 7414, and Packzilla 7414B. I got
Those
3
are your
accounts on the
usernames?
PlayStation.
J Dub said,
Yeah.
"Why call somebody who don't
Yeah.
give a shit about you?" That's another thing. If Marcus knew, and just like Corey said, Marcus knew that they weren't that cool at the moment. Maybe this was Marcus' way of trying to, you know, show Corey like, man, it's still all jokes, man. It's still all love. Like, I'm not out here feeling some type of way about you. Maybe he felt that maybe that was his intention. That's the thing. Corey's telling y'all what Marcus's intentions were, and that could have possibly not been his intentions. He probably had no malicious intent. He probably wasn't happy that he got hurt. He probably
All
just
he
thought
need
it
to
was
do is
just
talk
jokes,
to the man.
which is crazy because this nigga will get on the internet to talk about niggas like us who will get on here and talk about some shit and be like, these niggas try to act like they know what's going on and how I feel and what I meant by this and what I meant by that, but then we'll sit there on the same platform and tell y'all for a matter of fact that somebody has malicious intent behind the shit that they doing towards him.
Yeah.
And to
I
me,
agree.
that's somebody that wants to push a certain narrative, and he wants people to hate Marcus. He wants people to go in on this nigga, which is why he said, you know what, fuck it, we having a home going or whatever the fuck he was saying for his stepson. He wants Marcus to get never-ending 5150 chat room goon slander for the rest of his career, and because he knows that Marcus got a show coming up in Chicago.
You
probably
you saw how he said that though. In his show, Corey was like, oh, "You got a show coming up in Chicago, don't you?" And he even shouted out the name of the promoter and was like, "I know we ain't cool." I'm thinking, of course you're not cool, Corey. You have issues with everybody, but he's like, "I know we ain't cool, but." You know, and then he threw some little words, you know, towards Marcus, basically saying, hey, if y'all want to try to waste y'all money trying to see him, he gonna be in Chicago. It's just them little like underhanded comments. Like, if you don't fuck with him, you don't fuck with him. He made jokes about your wrist, and then you came out calling him your stepson, like AP said you thought he was, and you was giving him that stepdaddy energy, and you literally called him your stepson multiple times.
I wonder how his mom feels about what Corey's saying as well, especially like her having a man right now, because that's one thing, you know, Corey talks about himself, priding himself as being a man and being a 100 stand-up individual, but you never ever speak on somebody else's woman like that unless you're ready to go head-to-head with the man that's involved with that woman. And for as far as I know, he doesn't know that man. And they don't conversate or they don't go back and forth. But the way that Corey was talking about another man's woman, we're not talking about Marcus' mom, because Marcus is a grown-ass man. At this point, his mom can handle her own at this point. But the man that she's with now, if he went to go see Corey about what he was talking about, Corey would have to deal with that as a man. And because he wanted to get under somebody else's skin for his chat. And we all know when something happens in real life, the chickens start to get fried. So this is why this is another reason why I'll be sitting here like, why do you even put yourself in those type of situations?
Not
man?
really like that.
Yeah.
Not really like that.
Can't be doing that type of stuff because you're trying to get at, like, leave it to Marcus. Leave it to Marcus, man. And that's one thing. That's what I'll be talking about. He will push, and that's part of his comedy too, dark humor. He's an edgy comic. Yeah. He goes at it, and we can't fault him for that because that's what we know him to be. This ain't me being surprised by what he said. I'm just saying the real ramifications come in real life, and people forget that shit because they allow a perception of themselves to supersede their decision making.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know.
Yeah,
do we have any clips of anything, GMS? Of the stuff that's been going on?
Do y'all want to see now? Do y'all want to see what Blaq Ron had to say and Kraig had to say in response, or should we just go straight?
Can we see the first roast that Marcus did that started this? Because I never even watched that. Is it long or is it just like a minute?
No, it's a couple minutes, man. It's like a minute and a half or something like that.
Because I want to see what really hurt Corey to his core. Like,
it's gonna be amazing when you see the video.
What brought him to the roots of, you know what I mean, reacting the way he reacted off the shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I need to understand.
Corey went in. Corey did all of this for a minute and 19-second clip, you guys. A minute and 19 seconds. This is what brought this on. Oh yeah, we got that queued up too. Marcus responded to what Corey said last night, and once again, like I said, he kept it jokes. That's why I got respect for him.
Yep. And that'll be. We'll pull that up to. Oh, okay, you got it. There.
Marcus got a new Wells GMS. Damn.
Listen, Becky.
Marcus going in there.
Both of my wrists. Oh, can't raise this one. Shit. I'm out here. Handicap, goddammit.
Cole, I got to get you. You know what they say about karma, Corey? You talked about gay folks all these years. Now look at you. 2 broke wrists. Man, you know how long it's going to take for you to heal? You old as fuck now. Your body going to heal like Mr. Glass from Unbreakable. You going to have to take some fat from your stomach and put it in your wrist to recover faster. Man, what the hell was you doing? They say you tried to break into a food bank. You must have been in the river swiping for salmon and swung on a rock. Or stuck your hands in the beehive. Well, you know you hurt when you don't even want to wear a shirt with sleeves. But that nigga made a poncho out of t-shirt. Ain't no telling what happened. You know, you like to eat. You probably was stirring some tough stew. Well, whatever you did, it was too risky.
Stirring some tough stew.
So I just got word that you was riding scooters.
Shout out to Marcus, dog. Fuck that.
Now, you know you ain't supposed to be riding scooters and you top heavy like that. Ain't no telling how many pounds of meat you done left on the pavement. You must have jumped off that scooter trying to dive into a restaurant. Tried to snatch the dough off the Cheesecake Factory after they told you it was closed. You stop trying to keep up with the young folks, man. You can't do shit like that no more. Sit your country ass down, man.
Come on, man.
Shout out to Marcus, dog. Shout out to Marcus, my nigga. Pause everything, y'all. Pause everything. Shout out to Marcus for doing this motherfucking thing on that, man.
You're absolutely right.
I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. That shit was funny, bro.
Yeah, it's just like jokes. And honestly, it's
jokes, though.
How could you pass that up?
It's not a shot at Corey. It's just jokes.
You know what I think it was?
As much as Corey talks about gay people.
It was the opening joke, man. It was the opening joke.
Trying to get his motherfucking foot in the door, man. Trying to get out here and show. Look, man, I'm more than what other people see. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got more to offer.
But that's
all it is. Like, come on, y'all.
That's the thing, man. We and with this whole with the roast, I think the one thing Corey doesn't like, because he talks about that community so much, is when people play around with his sexuality. So when Marcus said that he been talking about gay people for years, but now he got 2 broke wrists, I think that was the only thing that did it, because he is so uncomfortable with that shit. with the LGBTQ community that he don't play around like that. But that's what comes with talking about that shit every fucking week too.
Every fucking week.
Every week. Like, if you talk about it every week,
associated with it.
The energy you give out, you get back.
You get it back. Like, come on, bro. Yeah. If you a negative person and you always complaining, you always, you know what I'm saying, you always got some shit to worry about. Don't know about, like me, honestly, on God, I'm not gonna be around your bitch ass. Like, get the fuck away from me, bro. I don't want to be around that negative shit, my nigga, because I got a whole lot of positive shit going on in my life, with my kids, with my life, with my job, with my work, all that. Like, I got so much positive shit going on in my life. I don't have time for nothing negative, my nigga. So don't be around me with all that negative shit. I'm the quick nigga. I will boot your ass out quick. Oh man, well, you might need to go get some help, my nigga. Hey, go find you some new friends, my nigga, on the gym. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna shush you away. Look, bro, I ain't got time for you, bro. Go do something. Go get a job. Go get a girlfriend, a side bitch. Go do something, my nigga. You feel me? Like, don't come around me. I don't want none of that shit around me. You feel me?
We gonna play.
I'm that nigga. So
IVR, we gonna play all 3 of the clips. Next, we gonna play the one where Marcus responded to Corey after he went on the show to say what he says. We got it up right here. Well, this is what said in response to Corey Holcomb going on a rant.
Is this from last week's show, or this is him responding to last week's show? Okay.
Yep.
I got videos of people that I know making fun of me.
Yeah, let's go ahead. We crack jokes.
Fuck niggas.
Fuck niggas.
Them hated niggas, fuck dog. Niggas. Yeah, they gonna make jokes when they see the lying down, man.
Teddy boy. Teddy boy.
Boss ass nigga, I do boss shit.
Oh, that is feeling.
Because you can't. You don't get your wet arm, no baby having ass.
Not the old joke.
Man, not the no baby.
What put the old jokes out, did it? The irony that you start the show like this.
Stop being so sensitive, bitch.
You know, I always thought you had tough skin, Cole. But they do say bear meat is tender. I kind of get it though, man. You know, you're getting older, man. You got a lot of estrogen in you, and it's starting to kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? You got your emotions all over the place. You got your hips spread. Hell, you starting to act like a grandma. You need to take your testosterone pills, big dog. Corey, I know Sub is the way to go for you because that's one of your favorite restaurants, and you done ate plenty of them. But you ain't have to sub me, big dog. I'm a direct nigga.
Look, I ain't want to do this, Cole, but look, man, I already got your arms. Don't make me get your legs too. I'll make that gout kick in, nigga.
Somebody said the doctors had to change the colors of your bandages because you kept trying to bite your arm thinking there was 2 burritos. We ain't even got to do all this, big dog. We just meet up at Popeyes and grab something to eat, man, because I know you like to settle your beef with chicken. And you ain't got to be mad at me after this either, man. You should have to hold this L, OG. Well,
settle your beef with chicken.
You know what I mean.
That's, hey.
Sit your country ass down.
Cold ass metaphor, GMS.
It is.
GMS, that's a cold ass metaphor.
It's a notorious.
Think about that, my nigga.
It's a
you like to
notorious
settle
thing.
your beef with chicken. That's the cold ass metaphor, my nigga.
Shout out to N from New York, our old friend. Put the chicken in the chat.
Oh yeah, most
right. You know what I'm
Put
saying? That's the piece.
Put the chicken in the chat.
Hey,
shout out
that
to
nigga
N.
said you like to settle your beef with chicken, my nigga.
Come on, man. If y'all, that's the thing. If he wasn't going that Corey, all these niggas would be saying he was killing shit.
My nigga, listen. If that went over your head, it's something wrong with you, metaphorically.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I listen to a lot of Conway the Machine and Benny the Butcher and all that old extra shit that niggas don't listen to. So that metaphor right there, to me, it fucking blew me right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Now we have number 3,
crazy.
The most recent one that he just dropped a little bit ago, going at what Corey had to say last night, because inevitably Corey had to go in ether mode because that's the only mode he knows. And that's another reason why everybody watches this show, because he is number one ether god. And once again, this is how Marcus handled this situation. Matter of fact, for anybody out there that pays attention to the GMS show, do y'all hear anything familiar in the beginning of this clip? Let me know.
Yeah.
That's the other little homie. We ain't got no hate for each other, but
who beat his dad?
He was too ambitious. He thought I wasn't doing him right.
That's a nice beat.
Who beat his dad?
I think that might
I know who
be
beat it is. That's GMS beat.
Whoa,
yeah, that's GMS beat. I know my brother beats. Come on now. I know my brother beats. I know all his beats. Like,
shout out to Marcus, man.
Shout out to GMS, man. Shout out to Marcus for using Black GMS beat on his shit, man.
Yeah. Now I like what Marcus did here, because everybody was pretty confused by that statement for somebody to make that, especially as an OG who you would assume wanted to help people because he wanted to see people shine out here as well as he's shining. But to say that somebody was too ambitious, he put up the dictionary term. It says having or showing a strong desire and determination to succeed.
Is that how
is that a problem?
Are you too ambitious?
Well,
you should want to succeed. Yeah,
let's finish this clip. So
is it just me, or did anybody else notice there was something missing from this last episode? Did you really take out the "stop being so sensitive" bitch that I pointed out last week? Is that because this was a sensitive episode? Because you was definitely crying and whining like a bitch. Listen, Wendell Williams, you got to relax, man. You get mad at people that you used to call your friends, then go on your podcast and try to tell all their business, and then be lying and exaggerating to make yourself look good. Why you ain't on the show no more? Nigga, do you know how hard it is to sit beside a man that talk about how all the men gay in the industry and then proceeds to describe how they have sex with men? This nigga was beside me fantasizing. Corey, don't think I forgot this how you used to look at Chad when you used to see him. Nigga, you stayed flirting with Chad. You know you got a fetish for light-skinned nigga. What kind of real nigga pose like that? Nigga, you look like you from Stroke Back Mountain. Nigga, you be coming out on your own show.
I don't never prop my ass up. I just lay there and let it happen.
Oh, God.
Now, this one girl, she did.
What?
She violated me. She grabbed both of my butt cheeks.
Hold the
phone. Bro. What the fuck did I just hear in my earpiece, my nigga? I ain't gonna lie.
Do we gotta rewind that?
Wait, rewind it. Listen, okay, let's listen again.
What?
Sure. I don't never prop my ass up. I just lay there and let it happen. No, this
He's
one
not
girl,
one of
she
the guys,
did.
man.
She violated me. She grabbed both of my butt cheeks and ate my ass.
Oh my God. About that nigga being one of the guys. Because one of the guys will never say no bitch ass shit like that.
We don't need to
ever
know
do no
what you
shit
do in
like
the
that.
bedroom.
One of
You
the
know,
guys,
we all
listen.
got our freaky moments, dude.
No. Listen, Binky, no. One of the guys, listen, we are under a whole different oath than a whole lot of other people, Binky. Listen, one of the guys would never do.
Oh, one of the guys.
such a
Okay,
thing.
I'm sorry. You know I'm square.
Such a thing, Binky. And
got
a lot
you.
of people on here that's watching this chat, they know what I mean when I say one of the guys. But I'm not gonna put it out there because silence and secrecy. But I'm gonna keep it like this. One of the guys would never do no whole ass shit like this. So Corey, you're not one of the guys, nigga. So stop claiming what the fuck you claiming, whole ass nigga. And you from the city, nigga. And I know what you know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you ever see this show, nigga, on the G, you know what I'm talking about.
Chris Brownlee said Corey don't know no lit.
Hey, Chris Brown know what I'm talking about. On my mama, I'm one of them, my nigga.
Now this one girl,
For real.
she violated me. She grabbed both of my butt cheeks and ate my ass.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
See what I'm saying? Like, the guys don't do that.
Girl,
the guys don't do that.
She violated.
Hold on, let this play out. Let this play out.
And ate my ass.
Oh my god! Jesus Christ!
That's not.
Bitch said I was thick.
Hey, the same nigga that said you let your hoes put their finger in your ass. In the words of Earthquake, these ain't jokes. I know you feeling good because you can't use your hands to eat, so you starting to lose weight. But nigga, that ain't healthy. Boy, your ass look like a sick walrus under that shirt. And you worry about the wrong shit. Don't you got diabetes? In about 2 years, the doctor's gonna be shooting dice with your toes. I should be the least bit of your word. I'm mad that you think I'm happy that you in pain because personally, I believe it's fucked up that you can't use it. Because even in the Constitution, it's
been a fuck nigga for a long time and everybody else.
If you're concerned about me, don't worry about me. I'm good. I'm
you ain't one of the guys, nigga.
So don't help me, nigga.
Ever in your life claim.
Remind you. You did all this because a nigga you claim you don't fuck with didn't check on you. Boy, you's a bitch. Sit your country ass down, man.
That shit crazy.
Listen, I had to highlight the Reaper. Shout out to Reaper. Listen, because he acted like a woman.
Hey, y'all, listen. Check this out. Hey, GMS, y'all listen. Hey, this nigga can never, ever claim he one of the guys. I don't give a fuck if you from Chicago. Guess what? Them niggas from Chicago, they ain't gonna give you the respect that you think you thought you was getting, nigga. Because when they see this video, and they gonna see this video, nigga, because I'm one of the guys for real, nigga, on the G.
The great one said, "Yo, Pac, sounds like Corey is one of the gals."
He one of the gals. He is. He not one of the guys. He one of the gals.
Oh, look at this, man. See, Clem don't even know we got that on the damn notes, man. We already got that. We already got that on the notes. We already gonna talk about that, man. Calm down. Let's get through the topics first.
Act like we cannot
talk about some righteous black people.
Yeah, like we can talk about.
You can't be one of the guys. First off, for the nigga who made that comment, I'm gonna come from a different whole perspective from where ain't nobody at, but I'm there. I'm right there at that point. You hear me? Because I've been there all my life. So when I say one of the guys, it come with a whole different territory, a whole bunch of other shit that I can't discuss on this show because it's not for the show.
Yeah,
it's only for
you
the
better
guys.
not. You better.
You
not.
feel what I'm saying? So back to what I'm saying is that nigga he can't claim to be one of the guys and he doing all this old fuck shit on here on his motherfucking podcast. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm not gonna get on our podcast and do no bitch ass shit to disrespect the motherfucking nation or disrespect the guys or anything we got going on. Because this shit stand for a whole lot of other shit that people don't understand. So Corey, for him to claim to be one of the guys and he doing all this old fuck shit, and you got all this motherfucking footage on here that's proof that you not really one of the guys because you not representing on your show. What the fuck you supposed to be representing, nigga? You represent some whole other shit, nigga, that the guys don't represent, and we not gonna support that. So that's all I'm saying. You feel me?
That is true. That's true.
But like when Marcus responded last week, because I did watch his show last week, you know, he was annoyed, but I don't think he don't.
No, he's not. He's
don't
not
have a show tonight.
Yeah,
Good.
he's not doing a show tonight.
Good. Reaper, we like your show. Listen, I watch
your
show
wait,
all the
I
time
spoke too soon.
laugh.
He's starting his show at 9:15, probably because he's watching this shit.
What's up, Marcus?
Shout out to Marcus.
Marcus.
No, he's doing a happy birthday Marcus show. They can't stop the shine, so we want to make sure that we
ain't sending people over there. Y'all stay here.
Yeah, y'all support it when y'all done over here. Shout out to Marcus though.
But what I was gonna say was I feel like Marcus was responding last week because Corey went all and got out his body talking about that first little minute 19 clip.
Yeah.
Then when Marcus responded on his show, Corey tried to make it seem like he was out of pocket, and even Kraig tried to make it seem like Marcus was out of pocket because Corey's the big homie, this, that, and the third. Now, this is the thing. Kraig is a smart dude, and I will say this: I randomly, watched Kraig on the show one time after I hadn't watched 5150 for years, and I didn't even know who Kraig was when I tuned back in. He gave some random fact about the fact that alligators naturally have like antibiotics in their blood or something like that, and I'm like, who is this guy? Like, what is he talking about? And I looked it up, and it was true. So that's why he is Kraig Facts. What?
I don't want to cut you off and nothing like that.
But you're going to. What?
I'm sorry, but listen.
No, you're
I
not.
just seen something in the chat. Somebody named Wu Bangya.
Yeah, Wu Bangya.
Wu Bangya. Listen, my boy. I ain't worried about saying what I gotta say about Corey doing that, because if you know what I know, in the nation, we don't tolerate none of that, my boy. So what you said is irrelevant, my boy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You can get at me in private. You can get at my chat or anything like that. But holler at me in private, my nigga, because we don't handle shit on this social media shit. You feel me? But I'm just saying that bro out of pocket, and you know he out of pocket. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But go ahead, Binky, and do what you do.
Damn, I mean, I don't know what had happened. Shout out to
nothing happen.
Becky and Wu Bangya
is one of my brothers. He one of my brothers. But I just told him get at me in private, and we gonna.
He said, "I feel you respect." So there you go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all good. Now, what I was saying about Kraig was Kraig is a smart dude, and I can tell Kraig Facts got a good nickname that fits him. But I feel like he's trying to be too philosophical with this shit. At the end of the day, nobody's saying you have to choose one option or the other. You have to do this or that. But nigga, if you're gonna speak, people are going to have an opinion of how you speak on things. And the way he's slanting it is that Marcus is wrong and Corey's all right. If you want to just let them handle it between them, then nigga, let them handle it between them.
Yeah,
nobody's saying you gotta choose sides.
If his thing was somebody jumping in another man's beef, then he definitely should have thought about it before he made the video talking about Black Ron and left it to what it is, because now you've created an issue between him and Black Ron. You can say like that's like with Monique when she say shit like my baby or my this and that. He said some shit like I love Black Ron. Shout out to Black Ron, but go on to talk about what Black Ron shouldn't do and can't do as a man in this situation. It doesn't matter if you agree with what he did or not. If your stance is that men shouldn't jump into other men's beef, and you just inserted yourself into other men's beef, it looks contradicting to the people out there. And not to say that I don't get his stance, because what Kraig is saying as far as letting Corey and Marcus handle their situation, I agree with that. But when it comes to Black Ron having an opinion on the situation, it's almost like they forget the person that they were sitting next to, or the person's show that they be going to every week. Like I said before, Corey talks about everybody in their situation because rightfully so, we all have the right to have an opinion on anything that we want to have an opinion about. Nobody can dictate that. Nobody can make you not say shit. That's the reason why I never let anybody, not Corey, not Gooch, not the 5150 fanboys and shit like that be in the comments. You can't dictate what I talk about on the internet, because this shit is for free. This shit is made for this point, for this purpose. You can have an opinion. That's why people watch 5150 all the time, because Corey is somebody who has a wild opinion on a lot of shit and people find it entertaining. But when the rabbit got the gun, it looks crazy when these people get sensitive or try to, entangle their way through reasonings and excuses as to why somebody can't say shit. When all they do is get on these platforms and talk about other people's situations and give their opinions on shit that has nothing to do with them. We gotta live in reality. You gotta live in reality. I think he's talking to somebody else in the room.
Okay. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. You're not talking.
Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah. Are you talking to us, Packy? Because now it looks like you're talking. You on mute.
Are you trying to talk to us?
I'm sorry, y'all. This nigga AP called me on my other line, y'all. I'm sorry.
Oh,
AP,
okay.
I got AP on the phone. And,
Yeah, say
he's
something,
talking to me,
AP.
so-
Oh,
Say
is
something,
he
AP.
like where they
I
can
don't
hear
know.
him?
He ain't gonna be able to hear y'all. Y'all ain't gonna be able to hear him. I mean,
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. But Reaper actually was asking about AP. So
no,
for
we
the
ain't
people that
backstage.
don't know, AP was busy tonight, but he will be back next week for sure. What is he saying, Packy?
This nigga talking shit.
What did he
He
say?
on the phone laughing and shit, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. He on the phone.
Is he
laughing
watching the
and shit.
show?
Are you watching the show? What the fuck you got going on? I'm about to watch it right now, man. You about to watch it right now?
Oh, he about to tune in.
Oh yeah, he hanging with his co-workers right now on the break.
Everybody say what's up, AP.
Yeah, say what's
Everybody
up,
say
AP
what's
in the
up.
chat.
Everybody on the show say what's happening, AP. Everybody
be
like,
back
where the
next
fuck
week for
AP
sure.
at? Where this nigga at, man? But we told him he'll be back next week, so it's all good.
Okay, go back on mute, Packy. Bye.
He said he minding the business that pay him, y'all.
Go back on
Right.
mute because I don't want to talk to him no more.
Cool. Pinky said go back on mute because I don't want to talk to him no more.
Now-
Anyways,
You could put yourself on mute so I don't hear you talk about me.
I'm gonna talk about you. I'm gonna talk about you while you're here. I'd rather you hear me than me talk about you behind your back. God damn it! So like, I'm one of them. Shit, I'm keeping
Hey,
it 100.
highlight
Look,
that
G.
Jazzbo comment. He said,
Look, G,
I think
I'm
it was
calling you,
jokes
look.
on jokes
Wait, where is
before
it?
Black Ron jumped in. It's a little bit above.
Oh my gosh, I gotta try to find it.
It's right above the
I'm sorry, y'all.
Pooh 1975 that said Kraig kissed Corey
Make this
ass.
weed
I
for me.
remember when
This shit's
Kraig came at him.
Oh my god, this chat is moving too fast. Hold on, where is
I'm
that?
sorry.
Who is it above? Black.
You see Jazzbo's
That's-
comment?
Which one though? What is
The
this?
most recent one. This one that says, I think it was jokes on jokes before Black Ron jumped in.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I wanted to highlight because it was jokes on jokes till Black Ron came in because Black Ron started using them goddamn jungle metaphors and shit, safaris and hyenas and lions and shit, and start talking about how well, when you talk about hyenas, you got to remember they got the strongest bite in the goddamn. Like he was going in, like,
Can you tell us like what did Black Ron actually say? Because I missed that part of Marcus' stream and I didn't go back and watch it. So what did Black Ron say? Oh, can you pull it up?
I'm gonna play it. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up and we're gonna play it because I want people to hear where he was coming from. Because if you only get your framing from what Kraig said in response, you're not gonna get everything in full context and understand why he said or did what he did in the first place. Kraig has a valid reason why he feels how he feels. It's just, to me, contradictory because of the simple fact that they go on the show or they go on their shows and talk about everybody else's situations. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with how he did that, but I do understand his point. Now let me get to Black Ron. Let me see if it's on here.
Oh shit! God damn, that shit funny. They said we're AP in jail. We're AP in jail.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah, AP just called me from
yeah.
the county, dog. AP just called me from the county.
That would be some 3G's hood ass
They
shit.
said we're AP in jail. No, folks ain't in jail, man.
All right, here we go.
You got it?
AP
Okay.
don't go to
Giving
jail.
out radio
y'all.
concert
I
tickets
know
or
a
some
lot of
shit. I'm calling, hanging up and calling, hanging up. Well, I guess I'll start my testimony, giving all honor to God, to Mama Jonay, who is not here today, to Deacon Abe on the soundboard, to Assistant Pastor Chad. What up, free game?
What's happening?
Trina, you know you get cute about every 6-7 months. So I think it's been that long since I've seen you.
I love you too.
Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. And for those of y'all who was asking about her yams, it's a nice little scoop on her plate. Respectfully.
You can't talk about me. I'm right here. I'm right
It's a
here.
nice
Please
little
talk
scoop
about me
on
behind
her
my
plate.
back.
I like that. I like the way
I
he
didn't
said
see your
that.
face. Respectfully.
That's what I'm saying.
And now that all the kumbaya is out the way, first of all, so all you niggas in the comments trying to play Farrakhan, it's kind of like a nigga going over there and telling Kendrick to chill after Drake said what he said. See, from both. See, I have the distinct privilege of looking at the game from both sides of the fence. And a lot of you niggas that are mainstream fans, yes, we understand that you're carryover 5150 fans, and nobody is saying that Marcus mainstream fan base and stuff didn't spurn from the notoriety that he got off 5150. But all of this, that nigga made you shit. Get it the fuck out your mind. Because my little brother was already moving and shaking in LA when he came across the person that runs the show that y'all know him from. If he wasn't the nigga who he is, he would have never been in a position to get on that show. And a lot of you niggas, see, the reason why a lot of you niggas get so upset when you find out that a celebrity has done some nefarious shit is because you put these niggas in a pedestal like they somehow God made because they do some shit that they famous for. You niggas really need to get more in touch with your real fucking father. And maybe you wouldn't dick ride so goddamn hard.
All right now.
This whole goddamn time I've been watching these niggas all in the comments. Oh, bro, chill. Oh, Marcus, come on, man. Oh, man, y'all boys don't need to beef. Oh, man, y'all need to hey, man, if y'all ain't saying that same shit on the other side, don't be coming a little bro with that shit. Because at the end of the day, a man gonna be a man. And you can't play with a nigga manhood, but so many times, so many ways before he gonna let you know he not about to play shit.
Hey, listen.
Now I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be through with it. Corey talk about everybody else when it suit him. And it's funny then. When he was talking about Christina Payne and he was calling her a dope fiend that he had fucked one time at a motel and talking about her dog and how she all in front of the improv selling drugs in front of folks, she probably didn't find that shit favorable. When he was talking about Ryan and the fact that Ryan and Austin were roommates and insinuating that to mean that Ryan was some sort of homosexual, Ryan didn't find that favorable.
That's what I'm saying.
When he got all on 5150 laughing and shit about Ryan and Reggie getting into it, like, oh, come on the show and tell us how you bullied a nigga out of LA. Didn't nobody say Corey.
Hey, Cloud, I was gonna say the same shit. Marcus had no idea. Hold up, Marcus had no idea that Black Ron was finna bring that lady up because we didn't know her name. And this is also the energy you give out, the energy you get back. We find out about a lot of shit publicly due to Corey Holcomb. So he
but check this out though, GMS. Guess what though? All this shit go vice versa, my nigga. Like, how you gonna dish out all this bullshit that you dish out and then not expect your proteges, niggas that's coming up under you, not to do the same move or use the same tactics that you're using, bro? Like, come on, my nigga. You gotta be realistic, my nigga. This is the game, my nigga. This is the game that you teaching.
Okay, they said they want to hear the clip, Packy. We're gonna finish the clip.
When he got on the motherfucking show and brought Scruncho on there to talk about how he put hands on TK, nobody said Corey was out of line for that shit then. So if you can't take it, quit dishing it.
On my mama. That's the
and the motherfuckers get on here and make a lighthearted roast video about you hurting your 58-year-old ass self, and you decide to take that as a proxy, man. I learned a long time ago to quit slap boxing with niggas, because that's when a nigga will take the prime opportunity to let one go, because he been wanting to let one go. And he ain't got the nuts to just haul off and swing on you. So he'll wait till it's supposed to be a friendly fucking competition, and he'll let go. It's the reason why I don't do roast shows no more. I did one roast show for my birthday, and motherfuckers got up there and took turns letting me know how they really felt about me in front of my family and the girl I was going with at the time.
Damn.
And he felt embarrassed or something.
See, motherfuckers take this friendly competition shit to really get their swings out.
They take it to
you respond to a roast video by wanting to bring up my household situation like you somehow better than me, but if you was truly better than me, then you would never have to say it. People who are truly better than him, I don't never have to tell Chad that I'm taller than him. And every time that I point out how much taller than I am than Chad, it only makes me look shorter to the bitches that's looking at both of us.
Yeah.
Damn.
Anytime a nigga got to throw salt on another nigga, it only makes you look worse in front of the bitch you trying to get.
Yeah.
So to everybody that's telling you to take the pragmatic approach, yeah, and I'm glad that you don't really have no malice in your heart about the situation and shit. And that's all well and cool. That just goes to speak toward your motherfucking character. But for everybody that's assuming that he's supposed to take some sort of background seat or he's supposed to let some shit go because that's his quote unquote OG. Hey man, OGs die every day.
Yeah.
Old lions get killed by young lions every day.
Every day.
And since a nigga want to use lions and hyenas as your fucking analogy, they let me know that motherfuckers don't watch enough nature documentaries. Because any lion that get caught out by itself around some hyenas know that that's his last day on the savannah.
Type shit.
Hey, that's a fact.
All right now.
Niggas don't know that hyenas have the strongest bite pressure out of any other animal in the animal kingdom.
Okay now.
Hyena bite down on your ass is big.
Yes, sir.
Now,
listen, man.
That's what Black Ron had to say.
GMS, check this out, though, GMS. Hey, I'm finna give a motherfucker some more game. You can apply pressure without you applying pressure.
Yeah.
If you sit there and think about what I just said, you're gonna be like, God damn, this nigga cold. You hear me? You know why? Because at the same time, a motherfucker think you putting pressure on them because they so stressed out about what you gonna do because of your character or your demeanor or the person that you are, that it's gonna make them think like, God damn, this nigga, he putting pressure on me. Like, I don't know what this nigga gonna do. I'm worried. But at the same time, you ain't even applying pressure because you're not even worried about this nigga. You done dusted this nigga up under the rug like dust, nigga. You hear me? He not even a problem to you. He not even a worry or a blip on your radar, but at the same time,
relevant, yeah.
You such a force that this nigga think you applying pressure on him because he's scared of you.
Look at that. This nigga, Corey already got people in his comments calling him Jody, man.
Corey got people in Marcus comments calling him Jody.
And Marcus comments calling him Jody.
Oh Lord. Anyway, see, but that's what the Corey sexuals do. Anytime their bae Corey, gets any criticism, they run with they swords and they shields to try
Jody
to
better go get his car washed up before she get off work. That's what he better do.
But you know what? I'll tell you this though. This was I ain't gonna lie. When I was watching 5150 last night, I was laughing my ass off because Corey is funny. He's funny as hell. And when he was calling Black Ron the predator monkey or whatever he was calling him, I was dying laughing. And he said that Black Ron apparently stole one of Miss Jonay's hats and wore it on stage. Miss Jonay is Marcus' mama.
That's convenient to tell.
Do you think that's true?
Isn't there a story about somebody stealing a hat?
Listen, if it really happened, that's the funniest shit in the world. No bullshit. Dog really
Why are you stealing a woman hat and wearing it on stage? Is that true?
He a weirdo. He a weirdo anyway. So, like, come on, y'all.
Should we play some of what Corey said?
Yeah, I mean, listen, because that's the king of comedy, right, for us. So we want to hear what Corey had to say from Corey's own mouth.
So this was after the week that he said what he had to say about Marcus last week. Marcus made a response to that, and now and Black Ron has something to say. So Corey felt like he needed to go at both of them, and Corey never wastes no time making shirts. I'm telling you, his turnaround for t-shirts is amazing. I mean, and people be like, well, it's just a t-shirt, you just got to print on it. No, it's a design. There's characters made. There's different. It's amazing. I got to hand it to him on that.
Got you when I hit a lick was one of my favorites. All right, sorry.
When I hit a lick.
5150 King versus Stepson and Predator Monkey. Let's get it cracking. Let's go and get his boy his final shine. Let's go and get his boy his final shine. That's what he want. Let's give him his final shine. Let me get his open mic level comic. And this ain't sour grapes. The Predator Monkey, Predator Monkey got jokes. But we're gonna get to both of them.
Smacking that gum.
And I'm gonna tell the truth about everything.
Sassy.
Because Both of them throwing rocks, hiding their hands. They ain't got the courage to tell the truth about what's really going on. But let's talk about what's really going on. Kraig, I gotta put you in it whether you want to be in it or not, because you was there. I decided not to fuck with my stepson no more. Once he called me again with some he say, she say nonsense. He called me, hey man, I heard you said this about whatever. I'm like, what is you talking about, bro? I heard you said this. Now I gotta put you in it because it's the truth. This was the beginning of the end for me.
Man.
Well, Kraig said, I was like, what? Call Kraig. I say, don't say it without Kraig being on the phone. Call Kraig. Kraig, what'd he say?
Man, this is
that day we was on the phone. I was in New York.
Yeah.
And he called me talking about some he say, she say insecurities.
I just real quick, I find it funny about the whole choose size thing, and then Kraig talking about how he don't choose sides and it's not about choosing sides, but that nigga Corey made him choose a side. I'm telling you right now, he
did that shit.
Made him.
He did it like a good boy.
All I know is I'm like, what did I do? I don't even, okay, but do you even remember what it was about?
Lightweight, I think I had told him, man, I felt some tension between y'all and try to find a way to, make it squash it, make it cool or something like that. Or something like that, I remember. Yeah, but it wasn't nothing too crazy, but I said, man, y'all need to get straight, whatever it is,
I didn't even know why the man called me. I'm like, I don't remember what the issue was or nothing, but I know, man, look, during the pandemic, the man overslept at the wheel driving Uber all night. That's where I know him from. He's driving Uber all night, but he was cool with me. And I know in LA, if you ain't got no car, it's hard to get things accomplished.
Right.
Especially when you use your car for Uber. I knew the homie at the auction. The homie at the auction brought me a car up when we was doing the show up out the storage on GP because he know I'm good for it. I say, hey, brother, here's a car. Get around. That's my car? Yeah. You need a car. This LA, little homie. You from Arkansas.
Yeah.
Here, bro.
Damn.
I squared up with homeboy who, me and him, we do business together. But brought the man the little Altima he used to ride around in. I wasn't tripping on that.
Why would you accept
small
from
things
anybody?
to a
You supposed to
giant.
come in this motherfucker with your
It
own
wasn't
money.
nothing. It ain't like I had to come up with the money right there. Me and the man, we had a bartering system.
Yeah.
I plugged him up. Now,
Pause.
I ain't gonna lie. Stepson paid me back little by little. And I never
GMS
tripped on,
pause.
hey, where this at? Where that's at? I know he tried.
First off, I'm not going in nobody else's time away from where I'm from broke, let alone me being at home in my own town broke. Second off, I'm not finna go in nobody else's town depending on these niggas to supply anything for me, whether I'm working for you or not. Guess what? I'm gonna come in with my own vehicle because I've been out here for a while trying to get my own work. You feel what I'm saying? I'm my own dependent man. Like, I don't have to depend on nobody else. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are these niggas doing? If any of this that Corey is saying is true, like, what are these niggas doing with their life?
You know what it is, Packy, is that
like,
a lot
I
of
don't understand
people,
that.
even Corey himself, these people with these dreams of being, creatives and being in Hollywood and being wherever they're trying to be. A lot of them will go on their last tank of gas. They will go with $30 in the bank, because their mind is on this. Now, I'm not saying that's the right way to do it, but guarantee you Corey wasn't on his shit when he got out to LA, but he knew what he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? True. So that's just what it is. And I think that's probably why Corey even had that kind of feeling of like, damn, besides liking the mom, so crazy, like he probably saw some of his stuff in him.
maybe it's my perception of seeing people go out to LA and just making it, because I seen Michi go out there years ago, and Michi been out there for years now. Nigga just bought a Tesla. He got a couple old schools, like he got his own couple cribs, like he doing his thing. And he went out there years ago from little old Milwaukee. You feel what I'm saying? Like nothing big, nothing major. And we came straight from the streets. We all grew up together. Me, him, AP, and we all doing good in our lives. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's kind of mind-boggling to me, like how a lot of people don't get the steps to at least succeed.
They do stuff backwards.
Just a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Like
I do see what you're saying.
And back to what I was saying earlier, when you do something for somebody, you would think that being around somebody and being a friend with somebody, they do things out of the kindness of their heart, not so that they could throw it back in your face later on. Especially if they offered the shit. It's not that Marcus came to him and said, "Man, I need a car. Can you help me out?" Corey said, "Oh, he need a car. Let me, blah blah blah. Let me try to do something." But also, this goes back to what AP was saying. And Corey's gonna say it out of his own mouth. The things that he was doing for Marcus, he was doing it because he had a different agenda. And to me, that is not a man thing to do. You're not sitting there. You doing things for this guy, trying to help him put him on just so you can get at his mom. Right. Like, come on, man. And if he
you can get at his mama, or listen. But check this out, GMS. Or so you can get some kind of fame off the nigga if his channel blow up, or if he do something great beyond what he got from you. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's so many benefits from him doing what he did. Honestly, like him fucking with his mama, that's small potatoes compared to, because Marcus, he got, you know what I'm saying? Like the nigga has potential, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like he could make something great out of himself and blow up outside of Corey. And then Corey would be like, damn, see, I knew I was doing something to make this nigga get here or get there. And he gonna take the credit for that.
And he downplayed Marcus paying him back too. He paid him back little by little, you know what I'm saying?
But he paid you back. So why are you bringing it up?
He paid you back regardless. Like if that's your nigga, even if he paid you back what you needed or what you gave him, like who cares? That's your nigga, bro. Like you still supposed to show him love. Be like, hell yeah, my nigga, I got you. Like, look, I'm gonna lay some 100% shit out to y'all right now on the line on 3G's chat right now. I went through a situation. I was kind of fucked up. I mean, I was making good money, but I didn't have all the money that I needed for my situation. So my brothers came through for me, AP and Meech. They came through for me on the back end. You feel what I'm saying? For a couple G's. Like, I ain't gonna tell y'all how many thousand it was, but they came through for me when I needed it. And guess what? I didn't even call them to ask them for it. They heard what was going on through the grapevine, and they called me. Was like, nigga, you need this, you need that. I said, no, nigga, I'm good. I'm straight. I got this, I got that, I got this. They said, no, fuck that. I'm sending this and I'm sending that. Both them niggas did. And it wasn't no questions. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We don't hear about it. I don't hear AP on the show.
And the motherfucker don't hear about it.
Anything he did for
bragging. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Because that shit go vice versa. From us growing up as kids together, like them niggas called me back in the day. They needed some money or some shit when they went to recop or do whatever they needed to do. Guess what? I was there for them if they needed it. You feel me? Like it go vice versa. It's not no boasting or bragging like, oh, I did this for that nigga. I did this, did that for that nigga. Like, no. If them your people and you love them and you really care about them genuinely, you don't got none of that shit. Ain't none of that shit involved. You feel me? I don't give a fuck how much money it is. Guess what? Your people gonna come through for you if they love you.
Yeah.
Word.
And that's what it comes down to, my nigga.
Now, let's hear a little bit more what Corey had to say.
Trying to get on his feet.
Right.
I blessed him. Ever since I've known him, I've been blessing him. Like with stuff like that, because it ain't nothing to a giant. Man, listen, man. He called me, hey man, they say I'm like I'm your sidekick. I'm like, man, what are you talking about, man? Why are you calling me with this? If somebody said you like my sidekick, how is that getting under your skin for you to bring it to me? Because I'm just doing my show.
Yeah.
Who said it? He would not say. Years later, he told me Boo Capone was the one who said it. Boo Capone probably did say that. Just on some, oh nigga, you that nigga sidekick. You know how Boo Capone talk.
Who told me I got a 5150 tattoo over my ass?
Right.
Fuck Boo Capone. I love him at the same time.
But when he brought that shit to me, he was hurt.
Right.
Hey man, they say I'm like your sidekick, man. I'm like, man, you can't be tripping on little stuff like that, man. We out here, because he act like I'm sensitive.
Right.
And all he ever did was bring to me sensitive stuff the whole time I was around. Anyway, man, this is what really pisses me off about what's happening right now. Marcus know I ain't fucking with him right now. It was all kind of people. What happened to Marcus on the show? What happened to Marcus on the show? I never shitted on him. I just was like, Marcus, you know, he doing his thing. I even let him come on one show.
Yeah.
I don't know, some months ago. I let him come on one more time because he kept calling and begging.
Fake ass shit, like I said it was. I brought this up before. You have to understand. I brought this up in a previous show about when Marcus came back and Corey was saying like, yeah, well, for all y'all haters out there trying to act like, oh, trying to pin people between each other, trying to make up these narratives and trying to, yeah, what y'all got to say now, fuck niggas, what y'all got. Now look what he's saying. Look what he's saying. Something? The hidden animosity. I let you come back on my show. He really wasn't fucking with Marcus, but here you are and getting mad at people that's calling it out because they see it. Yeah. They see through the fake shit. But let's I'm gonna keep going. My bad. Let's keep going.
No, that was good.
I'm like, man, it wasn't like I was like hate. It's just I was like, I'm cool on you, man. You keep calling me, telling me stuff that people saying about us. And then when I finally got somebody, I say, call some on the phone. And then when we got on the phone, it wasn't really about nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, look, that was the last straw. That's when I started weeding away from little bro, man. It's my stepson. I tolerated everything that I tolerated with him because I was trying to be cool and you know what I'm saying? Look, I don't care. I don't care if it's out there no more. I used to like Jonay more than that regular shit. But I never went there with her because of Marcus. I was like, man, this man is not going to be able to face the world with confidence if I'm coming out the other room in the morning. Want some breakfast? I already knew. I was like, he ain't gonna be able to handle that.
Holy.
But me and Jonay was almost there.
Oh man.
We was almost there. I just kept saying no.
He said he almost cracked cheeks.
Do it. I think that's why that man is the real underlying shit. He my disgruntled stepson. I ain't never did nothing to that man. That man know we not cool like that. So when he was joking, it's his way of getting some attention. Like you finna get nine. Oh, you finna get some attention, mama's boy, who lay up on your mama. Mama, get up and make me some breakfast. All that nonsense you be on and you 36 years old. Man, stop. You baby boy, man. You baby boy. And I never came at you. You did what you faked it like you was joking on me when I got hurt. You was happy I got hurt, homie, because you know what I do. I'm the boss. Let me tell all y'all busters something. When the boss come around.
How's that a reason for Marcus happy that he got hurt? Because you a boss, man.
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense. Like, why would he be happy you got hurt because you a boss?
Let's hear it because I think he's about to expound on why that's the reason. Let's hear what Corey has to say. To expound on that.
He can smash your mama. He can smash your sister. He can smash your girl. If you're around a boss, trust me when I tell you, if I'm around your people and they are in dire situations, I get up in that pussy about what to do. I'm talking about mostly any motherfucker who out here fucked up. You people ain't brought up right. We out here, we black. We do what we can to come up. I'ma come up.
That nigga funny as a bitch. I swear to God,
that ain't on top of their feet. I'm the king. In the room with men that ain't on top of their feet. I'm the most hated. You couldn't stand me, boy, and you know it. And when you realize I wasn't gonna have you back on the show, that's when you made that video acting like you joking, knowing we ain't there right now. And you threw the rock and you hid your head. What? We just joking, Cole. We just joking, Cole. We ain't joking, homie. You was glad I got hurt, and that's okay. But you know, people have accidents, dude. You could have an accident. Anybody could have an accident where they get jammed up. Look at my bounce back.
Is he saying he
I
can
know
throw
there's a lot of
hands
haters
again?
out there that wish me bad, but I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm one of God's choice soldiers, homie. Rode out here on nothing. With no industry. I stand strong in this game. You said I'm not the authority on jokes. I ain't said I'm the authority on jokes, but a lot of people believe me when I say stuff. Hey, homeboy, you a open mic talent, dog. And that ain't sour grapes because it's going down right now. I'm telling you, I done watched you perform. I had you on the road with me. It was terrible, dog. Terrible. I never said this before. Talk about comedy. Hey, I got this going on. And I never say nothing. I just be like, yeah. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. Since you
why are you waiting until y'all get into it to start telling the truth, though? If you keep it 100, if you're a real nigga, if you're a man,
why would you take him to the next show with you?
Why are you allowing this to? Why are you allowing yourself to be around people that you don't respect? To me, that tells me more about this nigga's character than it does the people he's shitting on.
Right.
I put 5150 on your flyers. I owe it to my 5150 followers who ain't seen you yet to know what's up. Because you got a show coming up in Chicago, don't you? Boy, hey, I think Damon got something to do with that show. Damon Williams. Me and you, we didn't have our disagreements, but bro, we in this game for a long time, man. I ain't got no animosity towards you, Damon Williams. We basically started together. Me, you, and Dion. I'm saying your name because I'm letting you know. I hope you got some hitters on that show because that motherfucker is about to go to that motherfucker with a big ass demonstration of mediocrity.
Hey.
You know what's my flash? Well, you ain't gonna get it because you ain't got it. I ain't got a lot to say about you, boy. I'm just saying, man, you know you are a jealous-hearted person. Look, watch this. Watch this. What you say about Kraig when Trina left your house? You really put Trina in a bad spot. Trina was on that show where y'all was dogging me out. And the Predator monkey, Shabby Ron, y'all talk about unfouled. He was disrespectful. What'd he get on the show? Yeah, big booty, all that shit. Man, that's a shabby, that's a dirtbag nigga. I want to talk about why Shabby Ron, the Predator monkey.
Wait, he's mad at Black Ron for talking about Trina's ass when Corey be talking about women's everything.
Is that what he's mad about? All he said was she got a nice booty, basically. Like,
yeah, and he didn't even mention her. He didn't even say butt. He didn't say ass. He just said she got a little something back there. You know what I mean? Damn.
See, Shabby Ron was one of my openers too. And he thought he was funny. But when he was working with me, he saw, yeah, you got some talent, but it's another level to this game. It's another level to this game. And he didn't like that. And on top of that, Shabby Ron is hands down the ugliest male comic in the game. And that means something. When you ugly on the outside, most of the times you ugly on the inside because it just spills over into your heart and soul because you don't never get chose. If you're a man out here who don't never get chose, you are going to be bitter. And every woman I ever seen you with walk in the door with her head down.
Ugliest comic in the game.
Remember my video shoot? Maybe God wanted you to look like that, and you came up there with that girl, and that girl was all in my face. I didn't even know what to do. I was like, oh my God. I know he gonna be mad. He was mad. He said it in front of everybody. You can't go nowhere with me no more. You jealous, dog. You talking all that greasy, tough shit, man. Stop. You don't be that way.
Fuck out this whole man.
I remember when I had you on the road in New York, dog. I was laughing at you. You told the people at the club, yeah, can y'all put my name on the marquee?
What the fuck going on?
That club manager came back. Hey man, why is this man thinking his name should be up on the marquee? You ain't selling no tickets. Corey Holcomb selling the tickets. Shabby Ron. Then you went down to Canal Street and bought your girl a fake Louis bag and was showing the Louis bag off to people. Man, I was laughing so hard. I was like, man, this is a bottom dweller.
Mr. Spill the beans.
If I bought my girl a fake Louis bag, I'd take it to the room and don't let nobody see it. You were so happy you found a fake Louis bag. Every time I come to Dallas, you show up at my show. That let me know you ain't working. Every time I come to Dallas, you be at my show. Hey, y'all want to hang out after this? I don't never hang out with him. This is why he bitter. I never go nowhere with that man. And on top of that, I told you I was close to Jonay, boy. You stole them hats out of her room. You stole the hats.
Damn.
And then later on, when she asked you about it, you was trying to BS with the money. Marcus, you know it. That's what makes it so bad. You told your mama, well, call him and tell him. Hey, man, if somebody took something from my mama, I'm going to call him and tell him. Hey, man, what is you doing? And on top of that, Shabby Ron, what are you doing on stage with somebody mama hat on? What is that?
Shabby
you
Ron.
take stuff out of people's house. I got another girl that say you took glasses out of her house.
This nigga
I can have these people on here.
Shit.
I ain't gotta have them on there. My
house.
word means something. You straight. You need to tell the truth. You, what is it? Stepson and Shabby Ron the Predator Monkey need to admit y'all just jealous of a God. I'm telling you, man, I'm one of God's choice soldiers. That's why I'm not at rock bottom crawling like y'all. Y'all act like y'all knew the lion get ate up by the hyenas. Well, eat me up when you see me. You better get me while I got my wrist down.
No, did he? No, did he? He said, eat me up when you see me. Oh, my God. Holy moly. Yo,
back with the other clips, GMS. What he said about the niggas doing his ass and all that.
He said, you better get me when my wrist is messed up. If Corey was in prison right now, them niggas would be having a field day.
You don't be talking all that tough stuff when you see me. Every time I see you, you like, Corey, can I come to the show? And I'll be like, no, I'm good. So y'all was just sour grapes, man. Y'all sour grapes, both of y'all. So take this fame and run with it because, you know what I'm saying? I got staying power. And to pop in this game is not an easy thing to do. And to stay popping in this game is even harder.
Man.
It's very hard to stay relevant in a game with millions of people out here in this world trying to be entertainers.
Yeah.
So I don't get credit for who I am. I get told I'm a bad guy. I get told this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? Man, stop it, man. Y'all, both of y'all just sour grapes, man. Y'all sour grapes. Marcus, I can't have you on the show no more. You're too jealous. Your energy be bad. Just watch when people, I say this. Now, this going to die down eventually. When people do good on stage, watch how he look. I'm talking about my stepson. Watch how he look. And Shabby Ron, oh my God, dog, stop, man. You still doing stuff people used to do when they was 20, 19, 15 years old. You still out people's house. You still out people's house, man.
You got sticky fingers.
You know it's true.
Sticky fingers.
But you talk like you a great philosophizer and all like that. Man, y'all just bitter grapes, man. Black Ron, stop coming up to the shows I do. I ain't gonna never hang out with you, black man. I ain't gonna never go nowhere with you, man. I know how greasy you are. Go put on somebody mama hat and perform with your face like that. Because the hats don't help how your face look. I'm just telling you, man. I know people who really ugly like that. They live with contempt in their heart because don't nobody really want them, even if you had paper. Every woman would be worried about what the baby gonna look like.
That is true.
Dog said they live with the tip in their heart because don't nobody really want them, dog. Dog, this nigga funny. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all gotta admit, this nigga funny as a bitch. I swear to God.
He without even trying.
He fucking hilarious. Not even trying though. But this nigga hilarious. Dog said they live with contempt in their heart because don't nobody want them. Dog,
That's
shit
just,
snap.
I mean,
That shit funny as hell. Swear to God, that is.
I gotta
when you look at an
say,
ugly motherfucker, you'll be like, damn, like he gotta live with some.
it's crazy. It's crazy. He went to that length. It's crazy. He went to that length with Black Rhyme, but also when you interject yourself into somebody else's beef, how they react to it, you cannot dictate how they react to it. You inserted yourself into this. You gave your opinion, whether or not people think it was right or wrong. Corey has every right to say what he has to say in response to that.
I mean,
just like everybody else, though.
Be mad.
You know what I mean?
Mad.
Like, you can't be mad at it because if Bernie Mac said some of the most disrespectful shit ever. Rest in peace. He was one of my favorite comedians, Bernie Mac. But he said some of the most disrespectful shit ever to a lot of people. Yeah. But you can't be this man's opinion.
Yeah.
So
right.
Hey.
Well, and here's the thing, Pac.
Dusty ass bitch. Hey, that's my opinion.
But here's the thing, Pac. Like Corey is, I think the reason a lot of us relate to him is because he is kind of a truth teller when it comes to regular Black people shit. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's relationships, being married, having side chicks, dealing with hoes, dealing with whatever, not having your father around. He's really, I mean, not that part, but like everything else, and even women behavior, keeping it real. I mean, I know a lot of women get offended by Corey. I mean, literally, I used to follow Corey on Twitter before he got snatched down a bunch of times because, women were offended. But he used to go in on Twitter, like very, very unfiltered on women. But I didn't take it personally because it wasn't about me. You know what I'm saying? I could tell with certain things he be saying be hitting me. Certain things don't. Like not everything he says about a woman is about every woman. You know what I'm saying? So I think that a lot of women have a hard time kind of dealing with Corey because of that, but I don't. I think he is funny. Like he is funny as hell. And like when he talked about, when he just talked about the baby thing, real quick, Packy. When he just talked about the baby thing, that's true. Women, when we're in that time, like where we can have kids and everything, we are definitely thinking about what is our baby gonna look like when we're dealing with dudes. That is real.
You better.
That is real.
Honestly, me being a man, I would say you better because I have all my children are beautiful, so I'm not worried about none of that shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I chose two good looking women. I mean, fairly good. Well, my first baby mama, she don't look as good anymore.
Here you go.
The woman I'm with now is beautiful, but my first baby mama, she ain't like, but that's neither here nor there. You feel me? But like I said, all my children are beautiful. So, yeah, I mean, I can't speak on people how they look right now, but me, I'm a very handsome man, and shit, I don't worry about shit, and my woman is beautiful. You know what I mean? So shit, I'm grateful and I'm thankful. You know what I mean? Shit, hey,
that's love. That's love. Yeah. Listen, well, so what do y'all think is the next steps forward? Do you think this is gonna be a back and forth forever, or do you think it's just gonna be like it's done here and now it's just like watching the clock to see what happens with Kraig?
The thing about it is, I think after tonight's mainstream that happens, there's definitely gonna be a response. I think my prediction is you can only keep it jokes for so long until a nigga continues to be overly disrespectful. Your manhood is being tested. So at this point, Mark only has two options. Or I won't say only two options because Kraig is the type of person with the dichotomy of the situation. There's not just two options, but I feel like the few choices that he has is to continue to keep it jokes, or you have to go with the ether route yourself. You got to go in and talk your shit, and you got to, if Corey's putting out personal business, man, it's up to you, man. What you gonna say? I know you've been around for a long time. I know you done seen some shit. But it's up to you, man, what type of game you want to play when it comes to this, and especially when it comes to the internet. You know what I mean? And it's not like they live across, the country from each other. They both stay in LA. So, and they both perform at the same comedy clubs. And that's another thing, Corey, you can continue to call him a ancient comedian or an opener or whatever the case may be, but openers still touch the same rooms as you. And at some point, that manhood shit, when they be talking about manhood and they be talking about, do this when you see me in person, not everybody's just gonna clam up when they see you. That's the thing. I think there's a perception that he's trying to build of himself to make him feel like he's unstoppable or untouchable or whatever the case may be. But when you go from the realm of going from the internet to come see me in person, please remember that these people have people that love them as well and that mess with them and that ride for them as well. It's not just 5150 or none of those. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, and I don't want it to get to that point. I never do. I always say that. I never want it to get to the point where niggas is getting physical, niggas is fighting outside a comedy club, or even worse. I want it to stay on the internet. I want it to stay jokes, but at the same time, you can't, when you invite that shit, when you invite that type of energy, there's only so much that can happen in that sense.
Agree. Let me address this goofy bitch real quick. Madam Magma, this channel is evidence that Corey is a boss. You are all talking about Corey nonstop. You're using Corey content, and Corey's allowing you all to capitalize off of him. Corey's undeniably a boss. Bitch, go suck his dick. I mean, what do you want us to say? Okay, he's a public.
You shouldn't even be right here. Your mom should be on his fucking scrotum right now.
Like, bitch, get off your knees over here. That ain't gonna work over here, okay? This is a channel that talks about what's going on, whether it's YouTube or news or whatever it is. And just like yo boss Corey, we are talking about something that's really hitting it. You know what I'm saying? So, bitch, get out your feelings.
Madam Magna, let me tell you something. The same way you just used that analogy, that same logic can be used for the LGBTQ community for Corey. You understand?
Thank you.
He's capitalizing off of the LGBTQ community by talking about them every week and garnishing fans and people that hate the LGBTQ community to be in his chat to agree with him. You could say the same thing about that, or you could say the same thing about all the topics that Corey talks about and bitches about on his channel every week. He gets on his platform and talks his opinion about shit that ain't got nothing to do with him and about other bosses who are way bigger bosses than him. So while you sitting here talking about somebody being a boss and all the other type of shit, Corey done got checked by some bosses while he's sitting there talking about he a boss.
Now go check in with your boss.
Go check in with that and use some common sense next time you jump in the chat, please. I mean, we got to start doing that, man.
Whatever you are, bitch. You heard what I said. Anyway.
I'm 5150.
Sorry, I had to get out of character a little bit.
Y'all did your thing. Hey, y'all did your thing. Fuck that. Y'all did your thing. Hold 3G's down. This 3G's. We don't motherfucking play games. You hear me?
We got to do that.
Hey, you in the chat, Tyree. That's another thing people be talking about. He said, because he got you talking about how he acts and sounds like y'all and y'all feelings. You're in the chat. You literally have to type, bro. You are in your feelings so much that you are moving your thumbs to get in our chat, and you're helping. Both of you guys are helping the channel. Do y'all know that?
Are you mad that we talking about your man?
We can't be in our feelings because you're helping. Y'all niggas help.
Shout out to bitch nigga, man.
Damn.
He gay too.
Listen, right, Reaper. His show's called 5150. That's why he shouldn't live in a glass house. 5150 stand for crazy, okay? And we got two crazy motherfuckers in the chat. Listen, shout out to y'all. I am a loyal person too, okay? So yeah, if anybody was talking about GMS, AP, and Pac G on another channel, I'll be in the chat talking shit too. I'll probably get cussed out too.
Me too.
So hey, what you gotta do. But you better take this ass with you. You know what I'm saying? And come back next week and we can argue.
We want all the smoke, bitch. We want all the smoke, bitch. And we here for it. And we here every week, every Wednesday, pussy. You see where we at, bitch? This 3G's. Ain't no hoes bars over here, man. Ain't none of
G's
that
up,
soft
bitch.
shit
Yeah,
over here.
this channel
G's
talks
up,
about a
bitch.
lot more than
Yeah.
Tory Holcomb. Wu Banger
Fuck
said
you
it
mean?
himself. 90% of the
G's up
time
around this motherfucker.
on
Ain't
this
no
channel,
bullshit over
we
here,
do
man.
not talk about Corey. 90% of the time, we don't. On this channel. On this channel. There's a lot of other things to talk about. It's just that the 5150 show is lit. Why not talk about it? You know what I'm saying?
Sin, I haven't seen you in so long, Sin Brown. She's
What
like,
up,
okay,
Sin?
Binky, you a Leo, right? Yes, I am, girl. And you know, sometimes I gotta roar, child, because these bitches trying it.
Yeah, man. You know they be
I
on it.
can't do it. Listen, make
guess
sure
what?
y'all have liked this video and y'all subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, you know what I'm saying? Become part of the 3G's fam. Like we be kicking it. Next week it will be all of us. Will be here next week for sure.
Well,
now before go ahead, GMS.
Oh, I was gonna. I mean, I feel like you was about to do it.
Do it, my brother.
I feel like you was about to do it. I was gonna say, do you want to go on to other subjects, or should we just keep this show to what it is?
Maybe we just keep it to what it is. We're at 2 hours. I think you know this is a good place to stop. We were going to talk about more stuff, but we don't want to drag it on. We do appreciate you guys joining us tonight. Oh, thank you so much. Shout out to this one, SP Got Beats, new subscriber from GMS. Yes, we are part of GMS fam over here on 3.
Oh yeah.
So yes, thank you so much for subscribing, and any other new subscribers. Thank you so much. And is there anything else y'all want to say?
Not really, man. Shout out to AP, man. He gonna be back next week. I know he's gonna have a couple things to say about this as well, because it's probably gonna continue on next week, most likely. Depending on what Marcus does, but he hasn't gone live yet. Some people talking about how he said something about A pulled a whole move, but I didn't see the comments, so I don't think he said it. I think it's just the chat bringing up narratives, but he hasn't gone live yet. And when he does, trust me, I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna be in the chat too. So y'all pull up over there as well. Y'all go and do y'all thing.
Shout out to everybody who subscribed tonight. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat, fucking with the 3G's, man. We're gonna keep bringing fire content for y'all, and just keep speaking our mind, pretty much, because that's what this channel all about. So, we appreciate y'all coming to fuck with us, pulling up, and showing love. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly,
man.
Peace, y'all. And Sin, we are Wednesday nights, once a week. Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Central Time, y'all.
Wednesday.
Right.
See y'all in the comments.
Love.